Hey everyone, in this session, we're working on a key footwork pattern called stepping in and out. This drill trains you to move in for shorter balls and recover quickly to your ready position, just like you need to do in a real match when an opponent plays a shorter push, then follows up with a deep shot. It's simple, but it builds fast reactions, sharper movement, and better balance when transitioning between shots. All right, so let's get started then. So the first thing I guess everyone needs to do is get into their ready receive position, right? So this could look very different because everyone has a different receive position, and that's okay. So after we're in our ready position, the next step is actually identifying the short ball, right? So whether that's a short backsman serve or a short or half long backsman push, right? Once we've identified that, then we can actually make the first move, which is for right-handers, our right leg is going to go up against the table. So we're going to take that step in with our right leg, and then our right leg is going to be up against the table. And then at the same time, that's when our upper body needs to be leaning in, right? And then with a neutral chop, forehand chop position, we're going to be going into the ball, right? So as we're stepping in and we're leaning towards the ball, we're nice and low, and that's when we make that chop, right? For left-handers, your left leg will go against the table, and then you'll do the same as well. And then after we finish, making that chop, the most important thing to do after is actually pushing off that leg that we stepped in with, right? So pushing off of it, and then making sure we're back in our ready position, ready to play the next shot again. First, a lot of players overreach instead of stepping. If you're leaning forward and stretching with your arm, you're off balance, and that puts you in trouble for the next shot. Second, standing up too early after stepping in. If you pop upright, you lose that ready posture and it slows down your recovery. Stay low through the whole motion. And third, not fully recovering. Don't stay leaning over the table. Train yourself to move back after you chop the ball, so then you're ready to actually play the next shot. Keep practicing this movement until it becomes second nature. Good footwork sets up everything else in your game. This is what it'll look like. So after you identify where the ball is going to go and you know it's a bit shorter, then you can step in with that right foot, get your body nice and low, and then with your neutral angle for your chop. And then after that, pushing out again with your right foot in and then pushing back out. Once again, in and then pushing back out again. Getting your body nice and low when you're stepping in.